Ancient Egypt, life and culture. When most people think about ancient Egypt, they probably picture enormous pyramids, mysterious tombs, and pharaohs covered in gold. But ancient Egypt was much more than its monuments. It was a civilization where ordinary people farmed, traded, raised families, worshiped many gods, and developed remarkable knowledge in areas such as writing, medicine, and engineering. So, what was everyday life like in ancient Egypt? 1. Family was important. The family was at the center of Egyptian society. People married, raised children, and worked together to support their households. Children were expected to learn skills from their parents and eventually contribute to the family. 2. Most people were farmers. The Nile River made life possible. Its annual flooding deposited fertile soil along the riverbanks, allowing farmers to grow crops such as wheat, barley, vegetables, and flax. The Nile was also important for fishing, transportation, and trade. Number 3. Egyptians had different social classes. Egyptian society was highly organized. At the top was the pharaoh, followed by nobles, priests, scribes, and officials. Below them were soldiers, craftsmen, merchants, and farmers, while enslaved people and other laborers occupied the lowest levels of society. 4. Writing was highly valued. The Egyptians developed hieroglyphics, a writing system that used pictures and symbols. Scribes were specially trained to read and write, making them important members of society. 5. Religion was everywhere. Religion influenced almost every part of Egyptian life. Egyptians worshipped many gods and goddesses, including Ra, Osiris, Isis, and Anubis. They believed that life continued after death, which influenced how they buried and honored the dead. 6. Mummification was part of their beliefs. The Egyptians preserved the bodies of important people through mummification because they believed the body had a role to play in the afterlife. 7. They loved art and beauty. Egyptian artists created paintings, sculptures, jewelry, and beautifully decorated objects. Their art often showed people, animals, gods, and scenes from everyday life. 8. They had advanced knowledge. Ancient Egyptians made impressive progress in mathematics, medicine, architecture, and astronomy. Their ability to construct massive monuments, organize large projects, and understand the movement of celestial bodies remains remarkable. 9. Clothing reflected the climate. Because Egypt was hot, linen was commonly used for clothing. Wealthier Egyptians could afford finer materials, jewelry, cosmetics, and elaborate accessories. 10. The Nile shaped everything. Perhaps the most important part of Egyptian life was the Nile. It provided water, fertile land, transportation, and food, making it possible for one of the world's most famous civilizations to flourish for thousands of years. Ancient Egypt was not simply a civilization of pyramids and pharaohs. It was a society of farmers, builders, artists, priests, scribes, traders, parents, and children who developed a culture that continues to fascinate the world thousands of years later. Follow Evolve Quest for more fascinating stories about history, science, culture, and the world around us.